This one's going on a long, cold journey. Hi everybody, and a warm welcome back to Maple Leaf Customs in Switzerland. I'm Andrew, and on the bench today is a Matchbox Super Kings GMC Fruehauf hopper that dates all the way back to 1965. But I got this in a mail call from Aaron B. just a little while ago. Thanks again, Aaron. And as soon as I opened up that package, I knew what I wanted to do with this one. It's got its deficiencies, that's for sure, but considering the age, it's in good shape. If it was complete, it would have a second trailer behind it. Mine is missing that, but no worries, it's absolutely perfect for what I want. This is my entry to Jim Silva's Winter in the Wasteland 3. It's a popular annual invitational that he puts on, that I haven't missed one yet. The theme for this year, as established by Jim, is road trip. 4 people crossing the wasteland in the harsh winter environment, facing obstacles, predators, human or not. So I had to come up with a story to go with the vehicle. Get yourself a fresh cup of coffee and settle in and see what I do. The breakdown on the GMC hopper is the same as any casting. To drill out some rivets, here's the cab with colored glass, a few scratches on it, and I'm not necessarily going to go for perfection here because any Wastelands build has got to look like it fits the story and the environment. The hopper is made up of a couple of pieces that need to come apart. Okay, everything is included that I need in this one trailer. Looks like it got stepped on by somebody's father, probably barefoot, in the middle of the night with some accompanying sounds of distress, so I needed to straighten that out. I've printed what looks like a space-age airlock top to go on the trailer that is traditionally open. But as I give you the backstory, you'll start to understand why. These are lots of greeblies, as they're called, that I've printed for other sci-fi builds. I just keep a collection handy for times like this. I'm converting the hopper from a sand and gravel transporter into something a little more specific. It needs these kind of parts to fit the role. Just choosing the ones that I like the best right now. Maybe I'll fit this radar up front on top of the cab. That'll come in handy. These ridges on the original casting are causing a little bit of trouble, so I've outlined the greeblies and ground down the ridges underneath those areas so now they fit flush. It's time to affix the top permanently with some super glue from the top. I'll flip that over. I put some baking soda underneath. I'm clamping it down overnight. Kicking off the new year strong with these upcoming videos. Next weekend is another Matchbox, a Lamborghini Miura, followed by a 71 Hemi Cuda. This year, the 4 horsemen are using themes instead of specific castings. In January, it's exotics. I've chosen an Aston Martin Valhalla. A reminder that in March, you're invited to join me in celebrating my YouTube channel's 4th anniversary with the Porsche 4 build-off. The main components are all ready for paint. The cab gets a matte black. The trailer is primered first of all in basic gray. That's a good undercoating for me to follow it up with a matte black top coat. But I'm not finished there. I put it back in the spray booth, and now I'm going to lightly spray some silver highlights, not a saturation coat. Already hit it once, just lightly going over it again. And when that's dried up, this is Vallejo Game Wash. It's a black wash, pretty generic. And if I brush this over basically everything, mainly the greeblies that I added on, it's going to give some depth and 3D relief and bring out all of these sci-fi parts and hoses and valves and latches. I wipe away any excess with a Q-tip swab. And it looks great. My vision for this one is coming together nicely. Today's community shoutout goes to a brand new YouTube channel called The Killer of Rock and Roll Hot Wheels Customs. The link is always in the description, so please swing by and help them get some traction. Thank you. I thought this 3D printed part looked like a power node or maybe a GPS tracking device. It was done up in red, and I'm adding the same color highlight to the gas tanks and the first aid units on the other side. I'm always partial to black and red on any vehicle. That's what's out in the driveway at my place. Even the grill gets red, although it's going to be covered up soon. Now for just a very few strategically placed decals on my transport vehicle, starting with some caution strips over the back mud flaps. This is a hint. It's an alien icon that goes smack dab in the middle, so if you're right behind this guy, you know what he's hauling. There's a logo that's a carryover from my past post-apocalyptic videos, actually from the Silva Challenge. Another tip of the hat to Jim. Right, so those are all in place now. Here's a 3D printed dual exhaust stack. I'll put that behind the cab. That'll help it chug across the wasteland. Here's the radar, now permanently affixed to the top of the cab. With my channel logo on the bottom, you can also see that I've placed a ram on the front. And all that remains is for the whole unit to be winterized. In the far distant future, calendars have long since ceased to be used. Time is now counted by nuclear holocausts, and even that number is hard to keep track of. Although not universally accepted, most were going by the time designation of New World 3. The dark heart of man and the lawless hordes roaming the wasteland are no longer the greatest immediate threats to civility. This trailer, formerly used for gathering peanut butter, once the world's most precious commodity, has been converted to a top security level containment unit. It's now operated by a new super elite squadron of 4 fearless men that has risen up out of necessity to deal with the proliferation of ULFs, or Unidentified Life Forms. Answering the call of duty, they located what they refer to as an entity. A life form? That's unclear. It's some kind of ectoplasmic organism, as of yet still unidentified. It either landed here, was born here, or mutated itself here, but was successfully isolated, picked up, and locked down. In its fetal form, it fit inside a teacup, but experience had proven that unless kept at sub-zero temperatures, these entities grew at astonishing rates, so it was the only logged entry in this particular containment unit, The mission now was to transport it as quickly and safely as possible to the Forbidden Zone near the coast, an area of perpetual winter in the Wasteland. The disposal would be done by another elite team. Some kind of negative proton acceleration is involved, but that's only if they get there. The containment seals have been triple-checked. What could go wrong? Every journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. This one was never completed. Thanks for visiting my channel today, and be sure to check out all of the other Winter in the Wasteland builds that are going up this weekend. Thanks again to Jim Silva for hosting this fun annual event. It's coffee time.